Why did it do that? We're back. We're back. Here's
oh,
yep. No. Go.
Yep. Take your shorts off. Yep.
Russell coming in the target. Yep. True. Hello?
Rory. But
Right, you're not on the exact same page as Mario today?
imagine not knowing the mechanics.
What's going on, man?
We can keep 73 on ES offer. I don't hate a trade back down to 70, but that was a trim spot. For sure.
You know the mechanics? Maybe you just need to say them out loud more, you know? Just like in Dungeon. Is stream back, guys?
It was initially on the off that link. Yeah, it is. It's up.
Okay. I'm just watching as we come into 71 and the Russell comes down into this effigy mid. RTY ADR strikes again.
I am all out of shorts here.
Yeah, let's see what happens to the 71. Globex high on RTY at 79.6-ish. This is ES POC for me. I wonder why the stream got blocked though, for real. What?
Well, I logged into the company account and there wasn't even like a notification.
Yeah, that's so strange.
I'll look again.
Like I'm playing Bach, man. Like that's not copywritten. That's Bach.
I don't even know in here where to like.
And even if it was, like, they just mute the stream after the stream ends. Alright, this is where I'm going to be looking to see if a buyer steps in at the 70, 71 on ES. If we push below 68, then you just have that full entire shift, just as we had drawn out, right? Which is a full transaction of the node, right? Like nothing has changed in the last hour and a half since I drew that before we even came into this area. You want to see a buyer here, and you want to see liquidity being found on NQ into this FEG high. If the Russell needs a steeper pullback down to opening range high, you're gonna have some issues. It's pretty easy to know when to consider longs, right? It's just wait for the Russell to find a low. It was the high, right, at ADR. So now all you have to do is wait for momentum to kind of come back, or at least a bottom to show its hand, and then you're good to go. And we look for pivots on ES and NQ as that happens to It's Bach? What? Hello?
I guess. I don't know what else would be copyrighted. That's crazy.
That's public domain, man.
Hey, holy fuck. There's a lot of liquidity here. ES on the 69.5 on bid. See if you get a big take. This keeps iceberging. There's business being done here now.
Alright, well, let's just play the exact same music that I played on Friday that didn't get us banned. How about that?
Hi, can you make us like an 8-hour loop of some sick lo-fi?
Yeah, some bangers.
Preferably, Bach.
Yeah, yeah. Alright, we're going back to the 24-hour cello playlist.
Competitors, man, they don't want it.
Maybe the music is too loud today. And so, because before it was pretty quiet. Like, Gav couldn't even hear it. I'll put it on 8%. Man, I'm not gonna play some royalty-free... Classic music is royalty-free. I don't know what to tell you. This is absurd. Your friend at YouTube. My man's got connections. You want to step us up on the algo as well while you're at it, in that conversation? Ask him how he thinks of the latest short we just posted. Man. Alright, I mean, if this actually becomes an issue, though, I will just create a virtual audio cable, and then you guys get no classical music, and I will just listen to it in peace by myself. Which is probably what I should do anyways.
It says FEG test, NQ, ES. No bids here. I'll look daily open. ES. It's like halfway through the FEG NQ.
See you, Surf. You're looking to see the Russell bottom here at 75.9 to like 76.5, just here. I mean, this is FEG. Love to see it if it would, but this is kind of your like last ditch hope. If we lose this buyer at 820, it's the same trade as before at this 820. Let me move this over for you guys. This is a really important level for NQ for the short-term structure. If we lose 820 and that becomes the offer, then we come down to 804. So we really want this to stay a strong bid. Shift all this over. Oof. Go. Fix your screen setup? What does that mean? What's wrong with my screen? Use your screen? Alright. We need the Russell to recover this blue box here. Finding a buyer where we thought we would, but we need to see it push over this 80.3. And again, you need this 820 to basically stay bid on NQ, or we'll push down into this 804. And we need to see a recovery of 28 basically on NQ. Change this to solid line, make that a 2.
I'm gonna trim last long here into 71. I will rehit if we get more momentum, but
yeah, it's a good first trim.
VWAP, retest. Take the 3 points.
Yep. I'm gonna delete this pathing now that we've fully played out the entire move. There's just no point in leaving it up. Back down to the bottom of this range. Battle for 71s again. Again, you need the Russell over this blue box, this 80.3. 79.5. Like it just needs to, that needs to go bid. Or we're just going to continue this downtrend with lower highs.
Keep an eye on zero tick. If you get like a trade into 72 and then a really strong rebid on 70 with a zero tick hold, it'll be not bad to hit. Apple was able to hold. Zero tick retest.
Russell rejecting Globex high so far. Needs to get over that blue box, or again, it's just seller in control channeling down from ADR. R2I Delta is not very convincing, but NQ can carry if it can get over 38s, I think. But until then, like, you gotta just accept and respect the downtrend. that has started the momentum down on ES and NQ from Russell.
A minute till new 15s. Half hour. Or excuse me. I missed it. This will be last 15, so new hour. This is ES VWAP POC retest. Zero tick here.
I'm trying to bottom this thing, but I need S over these pivots that I just posted in chat. Reclaim of ETH high on Globex, on RTY would be ideal. Kind of cement the idea that they're trying to bottom us. Pushback over 74 is bad on ES, but deltas are like finally making higher lows with price back down to our pivots. It's not a home run yet, right? But we did bounce at our 68.25 pivot, and the Russell bounced off of a FEG liquidity back down to opening range high. Just need to get back over Globex for confirmation, or it doesn't matter. Just chopping in this, like, I don't know, 5-point range. I have 2 runners left.
Still have not been able to hold above 0 tick. Try to keep eyes on that for if we get order book shift. That will shift with it.
What a boring day. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah. It's true, we should. Or what really should happen is that I should just stream for 2 hours and then I should go away. But honestly, I should do that every day. if we've learned anything, it's basically just close all longs into Russell ADR. It's look for shorts.
Yeah, you're probably gonna have to wait a day or two or
Apparently there's a ton of cheaters now in Destiny 2 after they laid off a bunch of the security team. I don't doubt it, Ratio. So you look below on 20s on NQ. See if they can defend this. Sellers, if they can defend on this look, or if this will double bottom. RTY still holding. But you need to see like a really strong sell here from NQ to make this matter. Yeah, good.
So just keeping an eye on the markets in late afternoon trade here as the S&P is down around 0.75%. The dollar, according to the Dixie, up around 0.6% as well. Unusually quiet day of news headlines today, or lack thereof. But analysts are noting that Wall Street has kicked off the week with losses, with both stocks and bonds down in a signal that traders' aggressive pricing of interest rate cuts by the Fed may have gone too far.
Too far. I'm gonna risk off some of the 810 and then 804. God, that took way too long. Okay, risking out for one more into 804.25. Then I'll be looking for 95s after that. Mm-hmm. One left.
The daily open test we talked about like an hour ago on ES as well. Apple's still not reacting to any of this.
Gonna repost this again of the. We're gonna keep adding to this. Hell yeah. And I'll get that flex arm every time. We're gonna keep the train alive. Banana bread at work? What? I don't know that one. Back to our 65 pivot. 65 to 62. See if we can hold Globex low. I don't know. It's really going to be dependent if the Russell finds a bottom on this FEG or if we're going to have to come down to VWAP. If we don't see like an immediate bid here on R2Y, then I would just put it at VWAP and then look for a buy there. Right, like we need to see like a very aggressive buyer right here. if it's gonna go anywhere. Or this will just become distance, and then we look for, oops, like a VWAP test, and then a pop. So this would need to reclaim, and then pop here, build, go for continuation like this, from this bounce.
So just noting some analyst commentary here. So it is worth noting that there's a slew of key jobs readings over the next few days. And they will be closely watched for clues on the Fed's next steps. So we do get the release of the US JOLTS job openings, ADP employment change, and non-farm payrolls this week. So that's all three of the major US monthly jobs reports.
Yeah, it needs to hold here, Ty, like at opening range high, or it'll just go to VWAP. We'll watch for a seller to be posted here at 78. This 77.8.
This is your first initial kind of structural retest here. The 68 past support on ES. And Q has a little bit more room. But it is just looking for the top of this like middle node on NQ.
It look like an inverse head and shoulder for the 5 minute for NQ, Neil? For what? For everything? Yes. It can, right? So like what you're looking for is you just need this blue box to be defended. So like the inverse head and shoulder idea doesn't really play until we get back over 78. That's the problem with it, right? Because the idea is that you're going to get a rebid here, and then the play for an inverse head and shoulder is actually, this is your entry, right? But what you're looking at right now is that we have a buyer here, and then these guys became offsides, right? So we have buying liquidity down here, and then sellers who are now trapped. And now we have a retest, and buyers are now holding. These previous buyers are still here on this blue box, right? So all we need is for buyers to be able to defend this. And then all of a sudden you have all of these sellers down here who are offsides that can now cause a larger break to the upside. But for the inverse head and shoulder play, like you have a left shoulder here, right? You have the head, and then you have the right shoulder. But for that to play out, you need the rebid here, and then the breakout. Right, because like the target for a inverse head and shoulder is the head, right? So you take this, and then you would place this here. And then that would give you your target. So like we haven't even entered that play yet. But yeah, I think always paying attention to the recovery of these buyers, like these buy levels, is super important. And now we just need to pay attention if we can get back over this node. right? This is now a really important level at the 71. And if we can recover 74s, then we can break this downtrend, and then you have this just basically becoming a flag for liquidity. So again, you're looking for a push, and then the ability to like hold here, and then you get a larger move like that.
If this is going to stay bullish the next like half hour 45, we'd want to trade through this zone quite quickly, in my opinion, and
Yeah.
not get stuck here again. Like put it back into 75s, preferably.
The key here is just like literally just waiting for the Russell to find that low every time. It's just, it is what it is. Like, you see that bid step in, we saw the delta flatten out. We're back to our seller now, but like this is where you need to see the Russell break. Just like earlier in the day when we saw this chop, as soon as we broke out of this range that the Russell was trading in, we're doing the same thing here now. We need to see a pop and then a look above and then a hold here. And then you can go for continuation. NQ, really nice bounce off that 95. Pushing. Recovered our 820. That's really important because we had a seller that was there. So you have a potential that like there's actually some offside liquidity here. If we can now hold on retest, this will be important. If this on NQ can now hold, it's you this kind of move. You want to see this defended from buy side. Remember, like we already have these sellers labeled, so it's just now watching for the looks above and then the rebids. We already have this drawn out. Because if we don't see, like Mario was just saying, like you need to see like pretty serious or convincing continuation here. NQ is doing what it needs to, but we need to see the Russell be able to push over the seller. Just be looking at this 20 to 25 on NQ to be defended, and the Russell to be able to maintain a higher low here. What's up, Robert? For NQ? Yeah. It's fine. I mean, honestly, like, if 20 goes off, or like, the trade's probably over.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's tough to choose which edge to put it on there, but I feel like under 20 you probably trade the 10.
Yeah, and you just get a better entry anyways. Just re-enter there. Don't give it back.
I'm still on Z. It'll probably be a week or two until I switch over. When is the official roll?
Because the way that I look at it, is like, you want this to stay bid, or we'll probably fill this structure, and then we look for liquidity here, and then we just look to buy again right here. So like, you might as well exit, because we know that if this doesn't hold and a seller steps in again, they're gonna go for a liquidity grab into this 04 to 10. So like, why give it back, you know?
Sig is on his chart is rolled done.
I just have it on the exclamation one on TradingView, so that it's just always
Doesn't we don't roll till the it expires the 15th and rolls the 11th. So
Yeah.
I probably won't roll until like the 12th.
I just have mine on the old whatever the what do they call it?
Continuous.
Continuous. Yeah, that's the word.
I think a good way, at least what helped me, is just understanding the risk to reward and then probability of move. Instead of like nitpicking the area too much, be like, okay, so if I'm going for this reward, I need to carry this much risk. Because it's really easy to transition to wanting to take your larger move reward, but run your shorter time frame risk. But they need to match. And like you need to carry risk, you know what I mean? Yeah, so it's like just understanding the trade and then like you accepting that. And you have to like, what is the trade-off in your head, right? Like emotionally.
These are
I'm
still
back
on
under 0 tick.
these are still on Z contracts. So I mean, I don't think like my numbers are wrong, because like they're aligned with my DOM. Like NQZ is at the same price.
You should still be on C even on the exclamation, but
Yeah, so I don't know what the deal is. Like, my numbers.
you might just not be
fine.
reading the numbers. Yeah, your looks fine.
Yeah. Like they're lining up with my contract, I'll tell you that. Or I would, you know.
Continuous is... I don't think it's an actual thing, Realm. I think it's a trading view thing. I've never seen it in any other platform. Sierra, you can merge contracts, but I think you do it manually. I might be incorrect, though. I've been known to be wrong. Halfway back here, yes. And Q, much better hold. Apple finally made that look above, and this is the retest.
I am flat. Just waiting. I need to see the Russell over this sell point. I might be done trading for the day, to be honest. It was a really good day. Kind of traded out. We'll miss you, man. Is it for like a play? What is it for? A theater gig. What does that mean? Oh.
Big Apple push.
I love that you're like a metal nerd and then you're just slinging gospel music during the week.
I feel like that's not abnormal, actually.
Well, there's like metal, like Christian metal, and then there's like
Yeah,
real
yeah.
metal. He listens to real metal.
True.
That's the devil's music. The Wiggles, true. I use Quant and I use Tradeovate. Robert. Quant Tower and Tradeovate. I think Tradeovate's a good starter platform. I don't really want to see the Russell any lower than this. I'm a fan of this like 77.8 pivot, but we need to see a push, or it's just like we feel the imbalance, which is not a great sign. We don't want to go lower than that. NQ still holding, doing fine. But I don't want to see any sort of selling down here that's aggressive, or it will fully retrace, I think. Needs to bounce and push.
NYMEX diesel January futures settle at $2.65 a gallon. NYMEX gasoline January futures settle at $2.13 a gallon.
How down bad
Bit.
are we?
NYMEX natural gas January futures settle at
Okay.
$2.69. And finally, NYMEX WTI crude January futures settle at $73.04 a barrel. That's down $1.03 or 1.39%.
But how bad is what?
I was wondering how down bad the people on Top Step TV are right now.
Oh.
I
Yeah, this is the
usually
perfect
get an
market.
update. Yeah, Flex usually updates me.
You have a bid after that, like, step up decently here. I'd like to see a higher high out of this range. Still really, like, interested in the 73 and then 75 sell pockets. It's just we haven't had the kind of juice to do it. But with Apple now out of range.
The Russell can break here, then you're good. Need that 80.3. Get over there.
Yeah. What is the top of this FVG? 81.8? And then refill on ES, and then we're in the 73 pocket.
Yeah, just take a fib from the high to the low, and then get rid of all of the other fibs except for the one that's called the 0.5. And then just trade halfway backs. You'll make money. Crazy. Now you're a momentum trader. That's all it is. Did you ever play that game, Depths? It's like you were either a diver or you were a shark and you were underwater, and it was basically like zombies, Halo zombies. And the sharks were like trying to catch you the entire time. It was terrifying. It's on Steam.
That NQ view up was sellers.
True. Back to our 820 pivot.
That's a nice take off buyers there.
We'll see if they are aggressive enough to push that down, but to me that just looked like they just trapped sells.
They did. There's a big take.
Yeah. Just need Russell over and it's good to go. If it, but we're gonna have to be a little bit more patient. XP does an expedition give? That's not really how it works. You like the only way you like actually level up in New World is by completing quests.
Used to be able to spam, but they
Yeah.
got rid of that.
And even like that spam in there is from the side quests,
Yeah,
right?
it will give. Yeah, it will give more than if you skip it for the same quest. There's like 2 options on the main quest, but
You used to be able to power level from Dynasty from the side quests, just killing the side bosses and then like closing it out, but I don't know. I always think it's weird when games don't allow you to just like grind mobs for XP. So used to that from all of the old garbage MMOs. Yeah. This is your look above on R2Y. Let's see if it can maintain a bid. Do you see what I mean by this 20 pivot on NQ? Where it's like, if we lose that, then it's over, but like, we know a buyer is present here. Just immediately defended. Yeah. Should get us out of here. Just have to be careful at this 49. Huge, man. Frog, do you need the depths for a quest? Why do you need that?
yeah, his main story.
Main story has him doing that? Oh. Got it. No main story, just a quest?
They might have taken it off.
Hmm.
That used to be required. No, you shouldn't. We should do it. Gib bid.
Is Rory still here? Yo, I got it the butcher after you got off last night. Yeah. Poor guy. It's true. I hope Varg's account has juiced RNG.
It just until he catches up.
That's fine. As long as he can catch up like quick, that'll be so nice.
Seller's really stacking ask on ES at 70 here again. The NQ VWAP still VWAPing.
I'm still baffled they took stream down. I've never seen that before. Like Twitch wouldn't even do that. They would just mute it after the mute the VOD.
Yeah.
I feel like I see streamers like listening to music all day, every day.
There might be, and I don't know, but there might be a collection that you can like listen to that's set by YouTube.
Brent crude futures settle at $78.03 a barrel. That's down 85
I know like
cents or 1.08%
Monster Cat or
on the
whatever
session.
has one like that you pay for, but I know that like they're just listening to like regular popular songs.
Yeah,
A lot
I
of
know.
them. I don't know anyone on YouTube that does that though. I'm not sure, but I know for sure on Twitch they just like do whatever they want because they don't care about the VOD.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like the last stream on Friday, I just revenue shared. Like they didn't care. They were like, yeah, sure, there's some copyrighted music, but just let them collect fees for those moments. They can add the 5 pennies, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Who cares?
Top of range here again, ES.
How much time do we have left? Ugh, hour 15. Alright, Roy. Slap the ask. Get us out of here.
15s. My goodness.
That's just daddy's money, right?
There's that guy who said it was a joke last week, and he got charged with 194 counts, Roy.
Dude, I don't know if did he say it was a joke? Is that his
This is what
defense?
Desk told me to do. Just following orders, man. Gotta move size.
For the boys. If they don't get this over on this next attempt, I think they get one more liquidity grab. Really need to see the Russell push here. And I need a haircut.
Me too.
If this 2025 can hold, or if we'll have to come down. Need the Russell to, again, just continue to bid here, make a new high, push to 82.8 would be ideal. Seeing our 31. Come on. If you've been respecting this 820 to 25 as our buyer, it's been pretty easy money. Then you just first risk off is into this 32.
It's not the. Do you see this?
Yeah.
It's in here because I think it's hilarious. Believe music.
Yeah, just share with them. That's why I went back to this playlist so they don't flag me. Whatever. Don't care. They can have the 5 pennies. He's looking for a get me out of here.
Yeah, he is.
It only works if I'm in a trade, and I only have one contract on from a 23 average on NQ. So I don't know if it's gonna work. There's not a lot of what's the I'm not loaded, you know? I'm worried that we're gonna have to come down into this FEG below an NQ. Need us like over 38s here. Next minute.
FEG fill on Russell here.
please. It blows my mind how intensive a program Discord is. Like, how much spaghetti code is there that it was crashing my applications trying to stream, but now I can do 0 loss, just ultra low latency YouTube with no issues, no dropped frames.
No super reacts, man. It's the super reacts.
Like, I'm at 60 FPS. 0, like, I don't know. I don't get it. My CPU usage is either 0% or 0.1%.
Gibbs 73.
Sure, 38 and Q. Gotta get over this. Yikes.
That's hilarious.
It's true. Well, I just don't get it. I don't get it.
Can the seller just be done moving? Or like at least be willing to sell like under 70 then, so you know he's like come
Please.
back down.
This is where it gets spicy. NQ coming back down to the low of the pivot as the Russell tests the high pivot. Spicy. Yeah, careful here. If we get the 20 reoffer. Okay, good so far. See what happens as we come into this Russell 80.3.
68 has been defended on ES. As well as obviously NQ at 20. The whole shebang. Nice reaction so far.
If this buy is real, you need to see a push and hold over 25s on NQ, like now. Or this will just be seller reoffer, buyers offsides. Risking off 2 here, so we push into 10s. Come on. Oh my God. Russell 80.3 held. Immediate bid off, push. I need to see NQ over that 25 still, and ES back over that 71, or I don't believe it.
Full Apple retest.
You need the seller to like slap it right now if they're gonna do it, or this is gonna pop. I'll stop out over 25s. Delta is telling us that this has potential.
The second volume course we have. You can just read the Investopedia page. There's not much to study if you understand market orders and limit orders.
Oh my God. things I do for this Discord, man. I could be grinding New World right now, but instead I'm in a trade. For what? Yeah, it feels terrible, man. I've just taken like... Well, where are you in from short? Are you in 25s or 20s? Or neither? 32s? 38s? I just want the 04 wick. But the Russell's holding so well. Yeah, I think that's fine. I'd be a lot more confident if Russell lost that 80.3, because I think that this can pop, which is why I've risked off now. And just have runners. I was hoping that I would at least get the pop down for the... Oops. Getting one of these, and then we can go. I don't care. Mm-hmm. It's weird when you like catch the edge high, but we're just chopping. Because like the trade's been profitable the entire time, but it doesn't feel good at all if you're trying to go for the continuation. Russell trying to attempt a high here. If it rejects as NQ is coming into this low, then we'll get the move. Mm-hmm. This is such a non-level on NQ. Holy. Just go down. There's your 10. See if we get more, if that's that. Moving my stop. There you go. Okay, well, we did it. That's all you get until R2Y breaks below Globex high. So that's all I was looking for. We can get one more leg for sure, but you need the Russell below that 79.5. Back to our 20. So if you bought 10s to 20s, right? So that's your first pivot here. Until it gets back over 25s, this is a really tight auction. That's the liquidity grab that we're looking for. Back to our 25. See if we can now bid above and hold or push higher. You might need to see a retest of 20s if we don't see an aggressive pop here. Nice. Yeah, man. But it's tradable. You just have to like listen to that. I mean, like I'm telling, like that was definitely tradable if you just had listened to me. Because I traded it. Yeah, no, you're good. I'm just saying. Just buy blue box, sell yellow box, you know, turn it around. Easy. Yeah, it's just, it is what it is. Mm, mm, mm. I don't know. That may have been my last trade if we don't get the pop here. I'd like to see 20s hold on this bid and we flag and then push here. That's like the ideal setup. If they try to trap both sides, like I'm out. Hopefully that was enough of a liquidity grab at 10s.
This shelf on ES put in is disgusting.
Yeah. Both VWAPs on the same chart. Yeah, you could do like an anchored.
Are you as in like a Russell VWAP on ES chart, Ty?
I think he's like ETH and RTH. So he wants like a Globex VWAP from the start of the session, and then like
Oh,
the
yeah.
regular session. Yeah, just a VWAP. We could probably add that to Addy or something, if that would interest you guys. Shouldn't be too bad. It's just a VWAP with a timestamp. Is the box one, are you using that, Mario?
What?
Is it working?
Yeah, I'm just messing with settings. I think honestly it'll probably get released, but then you guys need to give feedback on it. So if you guys think you're capable of getting feedback and not just being like, why is it just not working? That we can release it. If not, then you have to wait until it continues to get ironed out.
It's yeah.
Go ahead.
No, you go. You were working on it more than me.
It automatically draws high volume zones historically and in real time. I think the real time is kind of scuffy. But like, yeah, maybe this'll post. And then that's with a pretty low granularity. And then it can do low volume nodes as well. But that's not as good. Yeah, well, it's literally just doing the charting that like I post every week for you and Sig posts every week. But it's really hard to find the proper granularity because you can even see there like it is like the picture I just posted, that box of like 4520, right? Like that is technically a low volume node between two high volume nodes, but like that's not one that we're super interested in, right? So the rule set is very difficult. And like if I up the granularity, you get something that looks like this, which is for like low volume nodes, which is even, yeah. Those are weekly zones. I should have made that clear.
Hell yeah, look at that hold. Give me over 32. Please? uh... So sick of these end of day pins. Just like go wild, you know? Throw the 100 lots on. Push us out of here. Man, he's on New World. It's over. Oh, 32 test. Here we go. Over 34.25. We're good. Come on. Oh my god. Huge. Come on. You love to see it.
So looking now to the early market on close imbalance, currently sitting at 562 million to the buy side.
This is a phenomenal place to risk off if you bought 10s. And then we look for 49 above. Bark, do we give the Dark Tide expansion a try? Or do we just say F it?
Nope.
It's free. It has that going for it. That game is so weird. I just don't feel like they got the feel of Vermintide. This needs to pop over 38 here. very careful with the Russell leading. As soon as NQ gets up to its pivot high, if we don't hold Globex high on RTY here on retest, as we test this pivot high on NQ, just be very careful. You get into like that elevator down situation. Need the Russell to hold 79.5 as we test into 49 to 43 on NQ. There's PT, 49 hit. Should definitely move stops if you have not as we push into this, but GG.
We're actually gonna hit 73 here.
Now that you said something, I don't know.
Actually true.
Might be cursed. Oh, you get the Rory 77. It's scuffed. Why does it? Should be 55. $55.50. It's like another chart. This is an area where people can get super punished. I'd expect some shorts to try here at ETH low on NQ as we retest. Just be aware of that. And again, this is why we wanted to take profits into 49 or at least move stops. If it can hold above 55.50, I think on NQ, then we can get a serious push. But it's gonna take a bit more effort here. I think, yeah, you definitely are going to be looking for shorts to try to do something like this. Hold this here. Whereas buyers are going to want to push for that. You're looking for that offer to kind of stay at this 51 to 49 short side. Right here. If it pushes over that 55.50, then it probably pops. But as long as they can hold here, I think you're probably good for more downside. See what happens. Everything looks fine, but you just need the Russell to get back over this halfway back. Currently hitting its head on this node from the range that we've been trading in.
So looking again now to the early market on close imbalance, 562 million to the buy side still.
Looks like it maybe surf, I don't know.
Hey,
74. Back to that seller. Hell yeah. Get us out of here, man. Surely the Russell can break this time. looks good. Love to see the Russell make a new high out of this range. See if 55s hold on retest.
So looking again now to the early market on close imbalance, now sitting at 392 million to the buy side.
Nice. Solid bit off that 55.50, but we need to see follow through here.
Rory, we're gonna need some 77s, please, here.
Anyone play that rebid? Holy. Got one here.
You don't, that's why I'm asking for your hopium.
Got one more here. One runner, break even. Looking for 75 if we get it, or 0. We'll see. If you took my call out, you're mooning. What was your call out? that's, I like that, Klosky. Hell yeah, there it is, 75. Feels good, man.
So we're looking now to the market on close imbalance.
We'll exit at 85,
2.6
don't
billion to
care.
the buy side. So again, market on close imbalance for the NYSE. 2.6 billion to the buy side.
Watch that 79.50 on ES. Again, we are at Russell ADR. Respect it. I am out.
Thank you for your hopium, Rory.
That's crazy.
I think I'm gonna go make some lunch 9 minutes early today. Oh, we finally got that. For class today, I'll do the market overview. And then something I want to touch on again for a review is just like node structure and understanding your node plays, but more specifically like intraday structure. So pulling fixed profiles and then playing to and from value. We actually like, I know it was kind of garbo, but in terms of like node placement, that move that just occurred and the bottom kind of basing for 2 hours is pretty textbook in terms of understanding past value and current value. So we'll do some review on that. If people have questions, please ask and let us know. It's hard to generate content when we don't know exactly what you guys are struggling with. So yeah. Oh, but my buddy Rory can. He's got this high quality hopium. It works.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not taking any more trades. That was the 55.50 was solid. I've traded into our 85 immediate sell. You're at your 79.50 pivot on ES, and we're at ADR on our TY. So hopefully people listened. To Rory, not me. Show me your trades, bud. Most of you probably need to think less. What am I looking at? Like, what is what's the worst P&L chart I've ever seen in my life? That could be $1, that could be a cent. That could be anything. I said, show me your trades. That you... It's huge. Hedging, bud. True. That's all you need.
New Zealand 4-month budget deficit is 91 million New Zealand dollars wider than forecast. So that's a New Zealand 4-month budget deficit of 3.85 billion New Zealand dollars.
Oh yeah, if you didn't, if you weren't long, that was like a really easy short. The 85 into 79.50 on ES, or just Russell ADR. Definitely worth a try. Now you just gotta see if we bounce here or not. The 74 retest on ES. Be wary if we get over 76.50, I think. Were you guys able to follow today? I don't know. Chat was weird. I feel like I like pathed out most of what happened today before we even like kind of got there. And then it was just like trading the ranges that were identified. I know a lot of you struggle on range days. Oh my god, Flex. Good thing we're in the same range. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, the live got nuked like 3 hours in, so I had to start a new one. They didn't like that I was playing Bach. Alright, I'm gonna go let my dog out. Well, I should probably make a new stream for education. Yeah, of course, Cash. Do I just keep this stream running? That's the question. Probably not. Alright, 30 minutes, I'll relaunch stream, new title, and then we'll do our education class. Alright, you guys have a good one. I will see you all in 30 minutes.